First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome fire the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now, Brissett. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59.
On third down, Brissett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And a throw right sideline is complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next to receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Kill.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, G. 5-1.
Play action. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Ready? 95, 56. Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good, as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Brissett now. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. They set up the screen for Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On play action, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Ready? Yellow lady? 56, right there, 56. We go 21. Hey, 80 weapon.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run forward with Henry, and he will have the 1st down as he... He's brought down up near midfield.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing now is Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, but it'll be 2nd down. The Super Bowl 44 will always link these two teams together, the Colts and the Saints. That was a game that the Saints would win. If you remember, Sean Payton dialed up that onside kick to start the second half. Tracy Porter would eventually seal the victory for the Saints with a pick six of 74 yards. And the Manning family so heavily involved. You think about Archie leading the Saints for 11 seasons, the Manning family being from the New Orleans area, and then Peyton being the quarterback of the Colts in that defeat to the Saints. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Breeze. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Come on now, let's go! Mike, ready? 5-9. Hey, kill!
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense to get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down, Colts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Brissett looking deep for Hilton. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards.
Come on, set. Check the outlaw. Watch the run. Watch the run. That's south, baby. That's baby south. Check, drink.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got Burton here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
They still playing softball. Y'all playing the wrong football.
To throw is Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw once more on second and 10. Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Breeze. And now another one thrown incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10.
Ready,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Play fake, Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Taylor. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Ready. 5-8. You're good. 5-4. Ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Kill.
Breeze now to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Over. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 13. Clock. 22.
Now Breeze. Flush to his right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Derrick Henry. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down, turned into first down, and then some. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 35 on 2nd down. Breeze looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Breeze now. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Yellow lady. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. Sammy. You must be dreaming.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's what I'm talking about.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. On first down. It's Taylor, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check, 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check, Mike, 47. Check, right.
On play action, Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A gain of 52 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
47 Mike. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
47's the mic.
On 2nd and a couple. Brissett, his throw incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
The give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, passed Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nigel Bradham has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the right side with Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
You ready? Check 56, 53.
Now Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
56.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 9. Check 9.
Here's Taylor. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Taylor. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A first down throw for Brissett. This one into the hands of Burton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, team. Big serious right here. We got to step it up. Mike.
Out of the gun, Brissett. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game.
Mike 5-9.
Now Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's third and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. Back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but... It winds up falling incomplete.
Thomas, incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
11.
To throw is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
He's checking. Crash. Switch.
On first down, Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Breeze. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Brissett looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Play 56, play 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First throw of overtime for Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Check right. Hey, zoom. 65. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Get ready. You'll kill.
Bree's going to go on fourth down. The open man is Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You kill. 5-1.
From midfield, here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. His padding is already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
You kill.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. Dancing to his left. And this is Cook with a grab. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Let's go. 6-yard. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On third down, Hines, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
They'll try the left side. Taylor, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett, whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. Play fake, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.